Of January 6 hysterics, we're learning exclusively tonight about what's going on inside the FBI. Well, whistleblowers have told Congressman Jim Jordan that the agency is in full-blown retaliation mode, referring to what's going on as a purge of agency employees who hold conservative views. One employee reportedly had his security clearance taken away, and then he was indefinitely suspended from his duty and got his pay taken away for disagreeing with their January 6 narrative. Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan, ranking member of the House Judiciary Committee, joins me now. Congressman, now this specific FBI employee I mentioned, what can you tell us more about him or her?
Decorated Iraqi war veteran being run out of the FBI. His allegiance to the country is being questioned because he had the gall to say something that offended the FBI leadership about the January 6th investigation. The other one is also having the same thing happen to them simply because on an anonymous questionnaire they said something that the leadership disagreed with them about January 6th. And I would point out, Laura, that we now have had 6 agents come forward as whistleblowers. 2 on the school board's narrative, on the school board's issue, and 4 now regarding January 6th. That is a concern to us, but we've had literally a half a dozen FBI agents come to our committee.
It's happening all over government, is it not, Jim? I mean, it's happening at the FBI. We know it's happening in our military with the whole stand-down order, remember, in the spring of 2021 after January 6th. So we have to make sure there are no, like, unsavory people in our military. That was a warning shot that they fired across the bow for our young military men and women, was it not?
Right, exactly. It's the weaponization of government against your political foes. The legacy, and to go with your monologue, the legacy of the Attorney General Garland right now is the school board's issue, writing the memorandum that treats moms and dads as domestic terrorists. That's the legacy thus far in his tenure as Attorney General. But this weaponization of government against your political foes is exactly what's going on. So much so we had the Disinformation Governance Board, and but for your efforts and others pointing this out, that still might be in operation. That is how the left is operating. In the context here with the FBI, remember, a few years ago, they spied on President Trump. Then it was the actions they took against parents regarding the school board situation. And then 2 whistleblowers last month had come forward who attended the January 6th rally on their own time with their spouse, didn't go in the Capitol, haven't been charged, but they've had their security clearance taken from them too, which is always the first step in termination. Again, one of those individuals was also a veteran of our armed forces. This is happening, and it is as wrong can be.
Now, Congressman, on the issue of Jan 6, here's the CNN reporter Ryan Nobles with, I thought, what was a stunning admission. Watch.
It's largely going to be a controlled message, even though there are Republicans on the panel. These Republicans and Democrats are working in unison. That means there's going to be no opposition voices during these hearings.
That is laugh out loud hilarious, Jim. I mean, this is theater, and they're upset that we're not running it live on Fox. It's their theater. It's their production. It's their props, their wardrobe, their makeup, whatever the hell they're doing. It's all on them. That's what they wanted.
And and they've used taxpayer money to hire the former president of ABC News to choreograph the documentary that they're going to present on Thursday night and over the coming weeks. So, yeah, this is exactly what it is. Choreographed, brought to you by the taxpayer at taxpayer expense.
Do we know how much it's costing, by the way, Congressman? We have mothers who can't find baby formula. All right, we have people struggling to put fuel in their gas tanks. How much is this costing, this little show?
I don't know, but I do know you're right. There will be no this is the only committee hearing I've ever seen in Congress where there was not an opportunity to cross-examine witnesses, because there is no Republican on that committee who will do it. So this is worse than what Adam Schiff did in the bunker in the basement with impeachment back in 2019. At least I got to be in that room and depose witnesses. And then when they had the hearings, we got to cross-examine witnesses. But in this situation, that's not even happening. So this is completely choreographed presentation, completely partisan. The good news is the American people have figured all that out.